Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take, for Wednesday night, June the 25th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Well, if we were hoping for an eventful off-season, the Canucks certainly are doing their part. I don't know if you were awake yet, if you were on your way to work, on your way to school, when you heard about the Evander Kane trade. You're going to try something different. I'm going to go straight to you for your reaction in a few minutes. I'm going to get your comments out first, and then I'll do a bit of reflection. Then we will do my mid-show sponsor read, launch the contest, do the contest, and it's going to be an awesome show. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. Thank you, Adrian. So this is how you get involved tonight. You can subscribe to get active on the chat section, get notified of my videos. Like I did 2 today. I did one at 8 a.m. and then I did another one at around 2 p.m. So yes, if you subscribe, then you get notifications of not only my videos, but my live streams. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together breaking down this big trade, like the fact that we're 2 days away from the draft, like the fact that we're doing a giveaway, like the fact that I had an amazing dinner with Robbie tonight. I'll talk about that in a second. And like the fact that we continue to build a great community here on YouTube. You leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Now, we hit the high five late last week that we had a donation, we had a membership gift, we had someone buy their membership, we had some upgrade their membership, someone used their monthly membership message. So that happened last week, and that is why we are indeed doing a big giveaway today. And I'll get to all of those details in a few minutes. So, oh, by the way, taking an early lead in the leaderboard, Skytree Alfred. This could be the first time since it started that Irvin will not win. Skytree Alfred has 900 points. Irvin has 675. Line Change has 450. So those are our top 3 leaders right now. So we have a franchise member in Alfred, and then 2 Hall of Fame members in Irvin and Line Change atop the leaderboard. And once again, Adrian, thank you for your nice words. So this is what, before I get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I had a wonderful dinner with Robbie tonight. We met at an Indian restaurant in New West, and we had a great 2-hour conversation, hour 45 to be exact. And it was great. Robbie won this during a members live stream. You remember I went out with Tyler last week, had a nice hour and 45 dinner. I guess hour 45 is kind of the standard. Last week was at Cactus Club, and that Line Change, Tyler won that off a regular stream. And then last night, today was Robbie, and he won that off of a member stream. And I realized that I've been saying Robbie, but it's properly pronounced Robbie, which is pretty cool. Anyways, Robbie, super sharp dude, engineering student at SFU, and knows his stuff. I was very impressed. Robbie, I know you're in the chat right now, was very impressed by your knowledge of the Canucks, the knowledge of contracts, the Canucks history, stats, salaries, and not just the Canucks, but of many teams throughout the league. We had talked about everything from playoffs to alignment to the Evander Kane trade to my journey as a YouTube content creator, and just a really, really nice time. So I'm not sure, given the time, I'm not sure how often I'll be able to do these dinners, But it was great. Otherwise, I don't know when I would have met Tyler. I don't know when and where I would have met Robbie. So again, another chance to meet so many of you who are so instrumental. I don't even want to say success, but are a big part of my channel. So once again, Robbie, hope you had a good time. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And Tyler's ditto for you last week. I hope you had fun. But yeah, everyone, let's give some love to Robbie in the chat because he is awesome. No mukbang stream, especially the way that we ate tonight. But we had a very, very, really good time. Okay, before we get into this, we start off with Swervin Irvin, who gifts a CCC membership. Here's your video, Swervin Irvin. So let's give some love to Swervin Irvin, who gifts the membership, Hall of Fame member Swervin Irvin, and it goes to Jaskrin Kumo. So welcome back to franchise member Jaskrin, just in time because we have a member stream tomorrow night. Reminder to all of you members. And thanks again, Swervin Irvin, for the wonderful, wonderful generosity. So I think, did that bump Irvin up 75 points? Because now he's only not 225 behind, but he's only 150 behind. Anyways, we have that. So thank you to Swervin Irvin. Let's give Swervin Irvin some love in the chat. And he was only gone for a couple days, and he did what he said he was going to do. Line change goes back to legendary membership from franchise membership. That is amazing. So let's give some love to Line Change in the chat. So once again, let's give that some love to Tyler, going from Hall of Fame back to legendary membership. Pretty amazing. So welcome back, Tyler. You said you're going to do it. I said you didn't have to, but you're there. So I will change all my my YouTube descriptions once again, which I'm happy to do. So let's give some love to Line Change in the chat. Then Swervin Irvin quietly with his monthly membership message, with his donation. Actually, no, with his gift of membership, with this monthly membership message, with Line Change is upgrade. We are already 3/5 our way to a high five. And look at this. Swervin Irvin says, fun fact, March 2024 was the first time I won an elimination wheel, and I was in the final two against Jaskrin. Wow. The same Jaskrin he just gave a membership to. So once again, let's give some love to Swervin Irvin in the chat. And yeah, we actually now have a membership gift. We now have an upgrade, which is the hardest one to get. We have a monthly membership message. So all we need is a standard donation and a new member, even a $5 franchise membership, and we will trigger yet another high five. Pretty cool. That is awesome. So 3/5 our way to a high five. Right away, you guys. Right away. I'm going to get your comments first before I talk about this trade. I'd love to get your thoughts. So right now, let's talk about what was your first reaction when you heard the trade. Actually, it doesn't matter. It can be first reaction. It can be true reaction. Actually, before you do that, hold on. Get ready to type it in. You can type it in. Just don't press enter yet, because we are now 4/5 our way to a high five.
3, 2, 1.
So legendary Line Change, thank you for the $2 donation. Let's give Line Change Tyler some love in the chat. And then Hall of Fame member Swervin Irvin comes in right behind him. Swerve and Irvin with a $1 donation. So now, thank you. Let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin in the chat. So now we are 4/5 the way to a high five. All we need is for someone to purchase their own membership. Will that happen before the end of the stream? 8 a.m. I had to get to work by 8:45. I was ready to go, and but then I saw all the notifications about the Evander Kane trade, so I made a quick. Shannon, that's awesome. I'll get to your donation in a second. I made a quick 3-minute video, but on one hand, I don't like making those videos because I didn't even know what the return was. I didn't know salary retention. I didn't know anything. And I'm not the one breaking news. I'm not an insider, but I felt like I didn't know when I'd get a chance to record again. So I did do a quick 3-minute video, and I must admit, it does. I said I wouldn't get too caught up in views, but obviously the earlier that you can post a video, if you're one of the first ones to do so, then you get, it helps with the views. And I believe I was the first one of the Canucks content creator community not because I'm so good, only because I happen to be in my car, on my phone, ready to go to work. So I was able to post really, really early, and obviously that helped with the view count on the video. And then once my work settled down, and after I waited until Patrick Alvin spoke to the media. I'll talk about that in a second. And then I was able to do a longer 13-minute video with a proper kind of reflection on how I feel about the trade, which I'll get to in a second. But first, Shannon Hollingworth, thank you very much. So shout out to Shannon, Coach Rob, and Charlie for the $10 donation. This is from me, Coach Rob and Charlie, for your birthday. Let's give Shannon, Coach Rob, Charlie some love in the chat. Thank you very much for your generosity, Shannon, Charlie, and Rob. Appreciate you guys. So before I get to what I think about this, tell me, not even your first reaction, but your reaction now. It can be both. You can tell. I'd love to highlight some of these for the next 5 minutes. How did you find out? When did you find out? Who did you find out from? And what were your reactions? TM, I don't mind the deal when I first woke up and saw it, but I'm a little worried. Both his play and locker room presence. Split reactions. Yeah, I have 2,000 views on that other video, which is pretty cool. I wasn't even awake when the news broke. Yeah, you're cranking all night making videos, Tyler, for sure. First reaction was, oh, crap, says Hugh. By the way, I got to see Hugh at the Abbotsford Canucks game last week. It was pretty cool. Fangirl, my first read was Kane of Vancouver. Why? I'm more conflicted now given his previous off-ice issues and the fact he takes stupid penalties. We don't need another player on the roster doing that. I think being the emo family's neighbor would be a lot of fun. Can anyone confirm this? Are we talking about seeing me do videos? Or are you talking about me coming through the window, Pastor Dan? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hey, Harry, I think the Canucks have life again. I think the Canucks made a great trade. Evander Kane brings physicality, a good goal scorer, and a locker room hype man. Interesting, Harry. Very good. Evander Kane. Love it. Love the screen name. Woke up, opened Instagram, saw the post, and really sighed. Kind of disappointed. Instant reaction. What are we doing? I think someone else put that on my video too. Tried to be the first to put something up about Demko, but Lego beat me to it. Yeah, it's interesting, Tyler. I saw your video, and I heard Darren Drager's report, but that wasn't news to me. The fact that they're working on extension, because Thomas Drance had written about that earlier this week, and I'm not discrediting yours or Lego's video or anyone who talked about the Demko trade today. I think, by the way, Doodle Hockey Jacob launched his channel today too, which is pretty cool. But I know Thomas Drance has been reporting about the Demko extension for a few days now, but I understand why it is news and why it's obviously, why people want to make content about it. That because it's big. I thought it was fake news at first until I did a Google search. Yes, Coach Rob asked me if it was true. I triple checked the date, and it wasn't April 1st. Paterka to Utah, yeah, big trade. 5 years, 7.7. Conflicted. We got what the Canucks needed at the expense of helping the Oilers up. Clear the cap space. Why we want to help them. Good point. Thought it was April's Fools, but it's only George Michael's birthday. I was in a meeting when it happened and I couldn't react. I'm cautiously optimistic. I hate that such a rough-nosed player being a jerk for U.S. has a long baggage. Oh, sorry, a jerk for us, not U.S. I hear he's matured in Edmonton, so I hope he doesn't relapse to older ways. Mixed reactions. Could it spell the end of Besser? Yeah, I think we didn't even need this to happen for it, but I think that's been in the works. But yes, this might be the final nail in the coffin, so to speak. My reaction got better when I found out Vancouver is his hometown, and now we have a tough guy on the team. Yeah. Would rather have had Paterka. A lot of baggage. Could have had Brian Rust for the same price as Kane. Better than nothing, low cost. Found out because of your video, Clay. Open up YouTube and saw the video on the front page of my... Oh, good. So the algorithm does work once in a while. That's cool. Thanks, Fangirl. Hey, Clay. Pray that we got from Vancouver today. He can stay with his family now. Yes, he is a hometown boy. Evander Kane is at his best, is great. But those penalties, he can take a lot of them. I agree. Woke up to it, thought it was okay. Then reading everyone's saying about the domestic abuse stuff, I was conflicted. Yeah, I won't touch on that much, but it is part of the story. Give him a try and see how the season goes. Put up a lot of points and help us make the playoffs worth the risk. Kane is a huge ad, especially the Canucks add Rossi. He'll protect the smaller players. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, in the Athletic. Not sure, Tyler, if you subscribe to the Athletic, but yeah, he's been talking about it. But it's good. It's good. It's a good talking point for sure. Taking it back with Evander Kane coming back to Vancouver, but he's a chance to be a good trade. It's not overly expensive and not long term. Yeah, it's not overly expensive. The actual cost we paid to get him. It's over expensive in terms of the opportunity cost, and I will get to that. Found out it on Kane's Insta. He posted really early. Yeah, okay. Now we know you follow Evander Kane. Underrated trade. I think Don Taylor's explanation. Yes, Taylor loves it, and I'll get to that too, Jeremy. Thank you. Canucks fans admire work ethic above all else, so we have to see how having Evander Kane turns out. New legend Brian Blingy Choi in the house. Brian says, too bad I didn't run into Demko today. I would have asked him about his new teammate. Oh, that seems to infer that you run into Demko often. That's awesome, Brian. And what's awesome is your donation. Let's give some love to Brian in the chat. Thank you, Brian. I thought it was fake news until Coach Rob told me, and I don't like the trade because the way Coach Rob explained to me, we could have got a bit younger player. That is fair. I think you try him with Petey, at least to start off. And without Brock, our team will miss his goal scoring, but will be a tiny bit faster, Emily. Yeah, Evander Kane and Evander Kane. They're going to be both great players. 50-50 on it. Yeah, I saw your video, Tyler. Is Demko in Vancouver right now? Does anyone know? At first I was upset. I still don't like it because I don't view him as a top 6. I like his toughness, but not for 5.125. Yeah, there's stuff about his ex-wife too, which I'm not going to get into it. Durkane, don't like the money. Let's see how it goes. Wow. I'm stoked that we're getting someone who actually wants to be here. How are you, Japan 4? I need to buy stocks for the Roxy. Let me know what they're going for. I might join you. It'll be our first joint investment. Japan 4 and Japan Clay. Was it bad that Kane announced the trade first before it was made officially on Canucks? Not at all. He has every right to do so. Yeah, it's funny. The order went Kane, then Friedman, then Dollywall, and then the Canucks leader confirmed it. I think usually the team's the last one to, like, it's gotten a little bit better on Rutherford and Alvin, but usually the team is the last one to report it. It's usually, or announce it, usually the insiders that do so. I don't think it's a big deal. Look what we gave up to dump Mikheyev. Oh, yeah, saying, yeah. Sorry, Mike, what was your early point about usually when a team is dumping, we get a pick? Oh, yeah, the fact that Edmonton didn't have to attach a sweetener. I'll get into that as well. Found out from a friend who's an Oilers fan. Yeah, Cindy, what does your Oilers fan think about it? You ran into Demko yesterday at Canadian Tire. There we go. So there's the context. Because the UFA will be trying to work for a new contract, so he'll be motivated to perform. Yep. If Bovenlander joins the team, how strong will the lineup be? We'll see. I have high hopes for him, just not for this year yet. Does this mean I have to replace the Zadorov hitting Kane in the bench wallpaper on my desktop? No, you can keep it. You can keep it or flip it around so it's Kane hitting Zadorov. I know James, the honorable one, James Moore, texts me and he doesn't mind the trade. Kane does have swagger like Zadorov in the locker room, having Pettersson, Garland. I think Kane will be pretty tamed. Oh, you mean that there will be some leaders around? He posted an AI-generated goodbye and welcome. Dead giveaway about all the dash. Robbie, I never thought about that. I never thought it was AI-generated. You sure? Hey, AI bot or Albot? No, AI bot. I'm good. I'm not sure who this is, but interested to get to know you, Albot, or is it AI bot? I'm just going to call you bot. Irvin on X. Given the term left, the deal seems fairly low risk. Big Thunder here, storming a lot. I'll never forgive Alvina Rutherford if Kane causes issues in the locker room and gets traded. Kane for Parkolzin, yes. Okay. Let me get to my thoughts now because we are already at 11:20. So I'm going to do my best to lay this out as objectively as I can. By the way, 51% of you saying like the trade. Let me end this poll. I'll tell you about some numbers, and then I'll do a quick 10-minute recap of this trade. So in this particular community right now, there's 206 people here watching this live stream, 90 on YouTube and another 120 on X. Thank you to everyone who's watching, no matter where you're watching from. 50% of you like it, 25% of you dislike it, 13% love it, 11% hate it. So that means combined 63% of you actually like it or love it, which is quite high compared to what else I've been seeing, but maybe it's because we've now had 15 hours to reflect on it. I posted on Twitter the exact same poll, and on Twitter right now, it's 37% hate it, 24% dislike it. Actually, I'll go in order of love to hate. 12% love, 27% like, 24% dislike, 37% hate it. So in this one, 39% like or love it, 61% dislike it or hate it. So 61 to 39. Here, it's actually 63-37 going the good way. Then on Instagram, I did it, which is less hockey fans, obviously. And on Instagram, it's exactly 50-50. Love is 18, like is 32, dislike is 24, hate is 26. So 50% like love, 50% dislike hate. And finally, on my YouTube channel itself, where I posted on the community tab, what do we got? On this poll here, right on YouTube, it is 50-50. It's 7% love, 44% like, so 51 actually, 26% dislike, 23% hate. So, interesting stuff. On Instagram, it's more like and love than dislike and hate. It's basically 50-50. On YouTube, it's 50-50. Here, it's more like love. And then on X, it is more dislike and hate. That's probably pretty confusing, right? Without seeing all the numbers, but who cares? Hopefully you guys get my point that it's all over the place, but I think it's slowly shifting towards the middle. When I did my video at 8 a.m., I said that I was okay with it. That's the exact words I said. I was okay with it, but I admittedly didn't know what the return was. And then I did my video at 2 where I said I'm now kind of right in the middle. I'm neutral, just like Tyler said he is as well. So very quickly, I'll just try and do this in the next 7 or 8 minutes. Here are the reasons why so the trade is this. Vancouver Canucks get Evander Kane from the Edmonton Oilers. Going back to the Oilers is the 4th round draft pick this year for us. That 4th round draft pick was originally Edmonton's, and they traded us that for Podkolzin. So that becomes net neutral. So basically this trade is Podkolzin for Kane. That 4th round draft pick, by the way, was originally Ottawa's. So Ottawa traded that 4th round pick to Edmonton. Edmonton traded that for Podkolzin. Then we traded back to Edmonton for Evander Kane. We pick up the final year, 1 year left, UFA, because he's 33 years old, turned 34. So he's not RFA, UFA, 1 year left, Evander Kane, $5.125 million salary, no salary retention from the Edmonton Oilers. So we're on the hook for the whole 5.125. So the positives about this trade. Let's talk about Evander Kane. Okay, no, let's just kind of go all over the place. Doesn't matter what order. Hometown boy. He had a half the league no trade list, and apparently it was between us, Ottawa, and another team, and this was his first choice. So maybe you're getting a motivated Evander Kane because he wants to return home, maybe to end off his career. We shall see. He is in a contract year, right? He actually already, on July 1st, he'll be already eligible for an extension, but there's no need to do that just yet. We just got him. But he will be motivated to play very well because he's entering contract year. He's going to negotiate a new deal, probably the final deal of his career after this one. looking at his stats, the first year he goes somewhere, he generally does really good. His first year after moving from Winnipeg to Buffalo was good. His first year in San Jose was good. His first year in Edmonton was good. So motivation aside, hometown, all that. On the ice, he's still got decent speed. He's not super fast, but he's decent speed for his age. He can hit. And I remember that because I don't know if you guys remember, he crunched Philip Hronik a couple times last year. He went at it with Zadorov throughout the entire playoffs. He can hit for sure. He's aggressive. He's an aggressive player. He's big, and he's got like decent size, speed for that size. So he is a prototypical power forward. He's got skill. He can shoot the puck. He likes to shoot the puck. He's good around the net. He's not afraid to go to the dirty areas. He stands up for teammates. And so there's a lot of good things about what Evander Kane can do. Yes, he's getting older. He's not as fast as he used to be, but he's certainly not afraid to drag his teammates into the fight. And he does have great size, and he still has good hands and a good offensive ability. So those are all the pros. Some would say, pair him up with Petey, help Petey get his swagger back a little bit, and maybe, or if you get Marco Rossi, then at least you have a bigger player to play alongside our two smaller centers, if it is indeed Petey and Rossi. So those are some of the pros that I've heard people talk about why they do indeed like this trade. And Don Taylor, as one of you mentioned, Don Taylor loves the trade because he thinks this is exactly what the Canucks need. Is someone who's a bit nasty, someone who's hard to play, that pest like Bennett, like Marchand, like Evander Kane. Now we have one of those on our team. So Don Taylor, as someone mentioned, like I said, really, really likes this trade. And yeah, I don't want to confuse, so I'll talk about the negatives in a second. So there's all those things. And I think whether you call this a positive, negative, or neutral, if things don't go well, you trade them. You trade them at the trade deadline, and then you probably get more than a 4th round pick coming back. Okay, so those are among the many, 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 many potential positives that we have about Evander Kane. Now, some of the things that people didn't like. Let's talk about the deal itself. We are helping Edmonton out, because they're in a cap crunch. They got to sign Evan Bouchard. Leon Draisaitl's extension kicks in. They got to negotiate with Connor McDavid. So they were going to be in a cap crunch. Maybe they still are. But we've certainly helped them by taking away that player with the $5.125 million and not having Edmonton retain any of that salary. So in essence, we are helping the Edmonton Oilers out that way. So that could be looked at as a negative for sure. That $5.125 million itself is fine for what he'll produce, hopefully 20 to 30 goals, but it represents an opportunity cost. It basically signals the end of Brock Besser for sure, not that we didn't know that already. And yeah, now we only have $7 million left. Is that earmarked for Marco Rossi or a couple of other players? Who knows? But the 5.125 to Kane is fine on its own, but it represents an opportunity cost that you can't use that 5.125 for someone or something else. So that's something you got to consider as well. On the ice, he's not that fast, which I mentioned in my profile. And I think on the ice, he's prone to taking bad penalties. And we saw that happen especially in the finals against Florida. In fact, he wasn't even on the ice in Game 6 at the end because he had a 10-minute misconduct. Not a game misconduct, but a 10-minute misconduct taken within the last 10 minutes of the game. He also missed all last season. And we know that there's an ongoing investigation into the way Edmonton manipulated LTIR for Evander Kane. I don't know if the Canucks now have to take responsibility for that that investigation. But he didn't play the full season. But to be fair and transparency, he did say that that he's felt the healthiest he's felt in years, which is a good sign. Now, last thing, and then the tricky thing is, I don't want to say too much about this. Off the ice, he's had some transgressions with gambling, with declaring bankruptcy, and then a very public spat with his ex-wife. So I'm not going to talk any more about that. You guys can look that up on the internet. It's free for everyone to see. So here's the one thing that I will point out in a spirit of fairness to Evander Kane. A lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to be a cancer in the locker room. And this is a locker room that's filled with drama. Just look at what happened with Miller and Petey. And maybe our leadership team isn't that good yet. Or maybe Hughes is still evolving as a leader. All those things, which could be true. But from industry insiders, from fans, it sounds like Evander Kane was a model citizen in Edmonton, especially the past couple seasons. Granted, he probably got McDavid and Draisaitl looking at him like this, like dads. But apparently he was great in the locker room and he was great in the community. And I've heard a couple people talk about how much he did in the community when he was in Edmonton. So I pushed back a little bit in terms of that he's going to be bad in the locker room. Sure, he was bad in the locker room in Winnipeg and maybe in Buffalo when he was a lot younger. But now he's been in the league for almost 15 years. I think he's matured a lot. Or maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. So I'm okay with people saying, well, I don't like his character, or I don't like what seems to be his character off the ice, because that stuff can be researched and looked. But I, nor you, have ever been in a locker room, I don't think. So a Canucks locker room. So I don't know what it's like. And I don't know what Evander Kane was like in Edmonton. And maybe I'm being too optimistic. I would love to say that inside the locker room might not be an issue. Maybe he's mature. Maybe he's going to be so focused on playing well this year, being a good teammate and earning a new contract, that he's not going to be a headache at all. And I haven't heard one report of him being a headache in the Edmonton locker room. So I just want to throw that out there for the sake of transparency. One other thing I wanted to clarify too, two other things actually. One of them this isn't clarification, more of a thought. If you saw my video today, I've talked about this a lot. Sports and sports fans love the redemption stories. They love the redemption arc, depending on what the transgression is, of course. So if this is more about hometown boy being a locker room distraction, I think Canucks fans deep down, if you're a true, no, I shouldn't say that. I almost gatekept there. One would say, if you're a true Canucks fan, that you should really hope that he succeeds for the sake of himself and, more importantly, for the sake of the team. Because if Evander Kane does well and it causes no issue and scores 30 to 35 goals, that is really good for the Vancouver Canucks. And then whether that's good for PD, for Quinn Hughes, for playoff chances, and then you worry about down the road if you want to extend Kane or if you let him walk, because that's something that can be dealt with a little later. So my point is, I think sports are forgiving in general, and sports fans love the redemption story. Finally, Patrick Allvin addressed the media, and he actually talked about the Demko, that they're going to negotiate with Demko. He talked about Suter, but he talked mostly about Evander Kane, obviously, why they want him, why they wanted him, da-da-da. And I must point out, like, I was going to tweet this, but then it looked like I was nitpicking. But Thomas Drance was one of the only ones who tweeted about the media availability. And he quoted Allvin as saying that, that the past is in the past. And that, actually, I want to get it right because I'm going to make a point of how Drance wasn't correct, actually. And it's, again, I didn't tweet this out because it looked like then I was calling him out unfairly. But I do think that accuracy is important. So what Thomas Drance tweeted was this: "The past is the past," says Canucks GM Patrick Allvin of Evander Kane, who notes that in his estimation, Kane has matured the past few years in Edmonton. Quote, "This gives us and gives him an opportunity to see if this is a long-term fit," end quote. And adds that he's hoping that it is. So the issue, the phrase I took issue with was long-term fit, because I rewatched it and Patrick Allvin never said long-term fit. He did say this gives us a chance to see if there's a fit for the future. So that's what he said. He didn't say, or he said beyond this year is what he said. But I know he didn't say long-term fit. Now you might be arguing, Clay, that's semantics. Anything past this year is long-term. No, I don't agree. Maybe he signs a 1 or 2 year after this and plays till he's 36 or 37. Long-term fit, I think some people think like long-term to me is 4 years or more. But Patrick Allvin didn't say that. So I just want, I love Drance. We get along just fine. He's been a big supporter of me on the show. He's been on the show a few times. But I think that accuracy is very important, because people were jumping all over that long-term quote when he actually didn't even say it. Okay, so there are some thoughts for you. Thank you. I went for 10 minutes, not the 5 or the 7 or 8, but I will do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then we will launch the contest, and then I will get to more of your question comments. And we are only one new membership away from another high five. But first, let's thank my primary sponsor. That, of course, is Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you do so. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, creator of that amazing artwork that you see behind me on both sides, flanking my left and right shoulder. Maybe I will never do that again, but yes, check out GassyJackArt.com. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who supported me by buying Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Reminders of how you can get involved in the show today. Like many of you done, you can subscribe, you can like the video, you can leave a donation, you can gift a membership, you can buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. We have 4 of the high 5. We have a donation, we have a membership gift, we have a membership upgrade, which is actually the hardest to get. You have a monthly membership message. All we need is someone to buy their own membership, even a $5 franchise membership, and we will trigger another high 5 and another prize giveaway for next week. And don't forget my shows this week. One more, that will be tomorrow night, and it's a members only show, members open house. I will post a link tomorrow afternoon so you can build up your community, your experience points. But it's a members only show tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Looking at the leaderboard now, it is Alfred with 900 and Irvin with 750. And then line change with 450. All right. Are we ready to go? Tonight's giveaway. I'm giving away 5 things. So we're going to eliminate people down to 5. And you're going to have a chance to win either 4 prints from Gassy Jack. You can win a $50 gift card to VanBase, a $25 gift card to VanBase, a $25 gift card to Amazon, or a 30-minute Zoom call with me. I love the dinners. I love my time with Tyler. I love my time with Robbie, but looking at my schedule and just I think I'm going to do a Zoom call at least for this one, and maybe I'll do another dinner with people over the summer. So that's what we are giving away. You can go right here, tinyurl.com/June25CCC. Again, tinyurl.com/June25CCC. Click on that link, and then you can fill out the form. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes to do so. And then once you go there, you will see this. You'll see this form, and basically it says 4 prints from Gassy Jack Art, 50 to VanBase, 25 to VanBase, 25 to Amazon, 30-minute Zoom call. Please enter the contents only once, or else I will disqualify you. And I said, I'll be drawing the winners at the end of the stream. If you are not present, I will assign your prize whether you like it or not. And that has everything to do with because I'm giving people choices. You should be here to win, but if you're not here, that's fine. You just don't get a choice on what I give you. So I hope that makes sense. I will make that scroll across the bottom actually. Actually, no, we'll just keep having it appear when I'm not highlighting a comment. So you have 8 minutes to enter. And while you are doing that, I will answer some questions and comments starting now. So Michael doesn't even want the Zoom call. He says, if I win the Zoom call, I'll donate it to someone else. Thanks for the giveaway. Ian says, well, wow, 4 prints. Yes. Well, I think it's a wonderful way to support Gassy Jack as a longtime sponsor of this channel. Dinner at Clay's house, next giveaway. I'll have to run that by my wife for sure. Do you think the Canucks will make the playoffs next season after bringing in another locker room cancer? Zach, I'm not sure if you were here, if you just got here, or if you actually heard me talk about it. I do not believe, there are a lot of things that I do believe about Evander Kane, but I will not sit here and say that he's a locker room cancer because there's no proof of that in the past few years. Will they make the playoffs? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Yeah, Jay, only 1 entry. Yeah, I will. Now that I know that Lanky is him. Next giveaway, Canucks content creators meet up and hang out. You can do that on your channel. Yeah, that's actually a good idea too. Oh, man. All good, Michael. All good. What do you think of the prospect of an 84-game season? Yeah, it's interesting. If it means 2 fewer preseason games, I'm all for it. Where will we bump into Evander first? The bowling alley or River Rock? Adrian, I am not going to comment on that. Maybe we do both. We take him bowling and then we take him to... No, we better not take him to casino. Oh, I see. The winner gets to hang out with all the Canucks content creators. Ones that they don't want to do that. I wanted the dinner. You'll get a chance another time. Whoa. My friends, thanks to Jeremy, we have hit the high five. To me, that slaps.
Hard.
So shout out to Jeremy. See what I did there with that slaps? Shout out to Jeremy, new franchise member, and just as importantly, triggers the high five. Thank you, Jeremy. Let's give Jeremy some love in the chat. The whole community can thank him. One part of me wants to just supersize everything tonight and make it a 1 hour Zoom call, $100 to van base, 8 gas jack carpets. But no, I'll come up with something different I'll probably do it on Sunday night. That makes the most sense to me because tomorrow's a members live stream. So we will do another giveaway on Sunday night. Thanks to all of you, sealed by Jeremy. Good job, brother. Thank you. Do you see us trading away Kane before his contract ends? Only if we're not in a playoff spot. Then it wouldn't make sense to keep him, actually. Did you hear that they are thinking about trading Shilovs? Tyler, I've heard many things, and I've read about many different scenarios because of our 3 goalies situation. You don't want to carry 3 goalies to start. So it could be trading Shilovs. It could be trading Demko. It could be trading Lankinen, which is a little bit harder. But yeah, there are many, many different scenarios for sure. A high five, a bowling lesson from an emo. You know, Erwin, that is pretty cool. I'm going to run that by them. And we'll see. Even if it's not for this Sunday, I will run that by them. I love it. Do you think the Abbey Canucks will lose Manny Malhotra? I think there's a good chance. Any hot takes for draft night? How about this, Adrian? That the Canucks actually keep their pick. I'm not sure I completely believe that yet, but I think it could be a possibility. It could, because I've heard Cam Robinson made the point on Sakaris and Price today. If they think that after pick number 8 or 9, let's say, for instance, for argument's sake, picks 10 through 20 are all viewed equally, then yeah, you're going to see like either teams keeping their pick just because they might think that a guy that they wanted at 10 is still going to be there. A guy they have ranked as high as 10 or 11 could very well still be there at 15. I'm not sure I'm convinced of that yet. I don't even know how convincing that sounded right now. It didn't sound very convincing to me, but maybe they do keep their draft pick. Instead of giveaway tickets, maybe go to the game with Clay for next season. Any type, yeah, that's a good idea. And I think any type of ticket giveaway or giveaway that involves tickets, I'm going to do closer to the season, like in September or October. But yeah, I've definitely thought about that. I will certainly give away, go to a game with me, and we'll see if anyone actually enters it. More giveaways. Amen. Clay, will I be talking about the draft and potential picks? No, I won't be, SK. Not tonight. And then tomorrow night it's member stream. And then I've always talked about that really the draft isn't my cup of tea, isn't my expertise. And at the end of the stream tonight, someone remind me to tell you the story. I told it at Canucks After Dark, but the story about draft and high school proms. I'll tell that story at the end of the stream. Thanks, Robbie. That dinner was really nice. I appreciate that. I enjoyed it very much too. Okay, 1 more minute to enter, you guys. 1 more minute to enter. Having Kane means Besser is gone. Feels like Vertanen resigning while Toffoli walks. Next giveaway, going to be bowling with Clay or going to game with Clay. 2 high fives in 1 week. Next giveaway, be Clay for a day. I was going to say, I don't know if anyone can handle that. I think it'd be, no, I don't want to show you, I don't want to expose how lazy I am and how very little I do in one day. What a slapper. Very good. Okay, I'm a couple minutes behind. Your daughter used the hand on the slap. No, it was just a tortilla. Yes, Park Casino is very close. Be careful. I still leaning towards trading it, Fangirl, but I would not be shocked nor surprised if they did not trade it now. Canucks keeping their pick is a spicy hot take. Yeah, it's easy for me to say that though, but do I actually believe it? No trade clause starting July 1st. Yes. I still think there's a good chance they trade for Rossi, but remember, it's that whole might thing. They might trade for Rossi. It might work out, but it might not. The might is the magic word, of course. Yes, circle back on Rossi because Peterka is off the board. And I don't even know how serious they were about Peterka. We never know. Replacing Evander Kane is like trading a golden retriever for a raccoon in a leather jacket. Schedule comes out mid-July. Yep. Thank you. No, I wouldn't. Currently projected to pick. How do you project? I'm sure someone maybe has projected that. I don't think it's consensus, but no, I don't think we need another goalie. That we have Shilovs, Tolopil, Tai Young, Asku, the guy whose name I can't say, whatever it may be. Is Alfred at 1,000 points now? 975. Very good, Alfred. Marie just joined the stream while having breakfast here in Austria. Just going to say that the particular trade would have been exciting for the Canucks. This game should be interesting. Hey, Marie, thank you for watching all the way from Austria. Very good. Gerald, the link is right there. You better go. You got a minute. tinyurl.com/June25CCC. It's also my pinned comment. You got a minute. Coach Rob could be Clay for Day. Nah, I wouldn't want him to stoop to my level. And Commander and Evander, that's not nice. Defrosted tortillas. Well, I wasn't planning to get slapped in the head by tortilla. Bowen Byram, it doesn't make sense for the Canucks. Yeah, I hope it went well yesterday. Your collab with Uncensored. Is the priority? I don't know if the priority was ever Nick Ehlers. It's just someone that I like for sure. Not going to Abbey tomorrow. I'm going to spend the next 2 days at home prepping for throwing Kayla a big grad party at the house on the weekend. Okay, that was 10 minutes. I am going to close off the form right now. And this is where I got creative last time. And I showed you a music video while I was doing, but I think I copyrighted myself when I did that. So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ask you guys to talk amongst yourselves as I get this the content ready. So yes, you get to stare at me for a few minutes. You know what? The other thing is, it hangs up every time I pull up a new browser to get the entries ready, but I'll try and do this very quickly. So talk amongst yourselves. I have 44 responses to parse through real quick. So download responses. And I'm always scared to talk when I'm doing this whole opening up and preparing it's a double whammy. The stream freezes. It glitches a little bit whenever I do this because I'm starting to open so many things. And I have no clue what I'm talking about because I'm just kind of blabbing, trying to pass the time when I'm doing this. So we just hope it goes well. Almost done already. Almost done. Trying my best to go fast. Oh yeah, this is going to be fast. Okay, and then answer this poll, and this will be binding. Is this going to be reverse elimination, which will probably take 10 to 15 minutes, or draw winners immediately? Reverse elimination, draw immediately. Okay, this will be binding. So make sure that you vote. Should we do reverse elimination with 44 people? It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. It won't take half an hour. It'll just take 10 to 15 minutes. Or do we do draw immediately? It will be binding based on what you guys say. So make sure you vote and vote properly. I'm just checking these names, make sure there's no repeats. I think we are good. And then we will do this. We will do this. So you have 30 seconds to vote. Is it reverse elimination or is it draw immediately? Oh, it's close. You guys got to vote. Right now it's 57% reverse, but that's not like an overwhelming majority. Oh, it's up to 60%. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Very, very important. I'm a man of the people. So whatever you say, I'm going to do. I know people like suspense. Other people, they just want to get out of here. Daniel says, I like hearing Clay say my name. All right. You have 10 more seconds to vote. 10. Yes. Irvin, I will. That's true. I should play a video that won't get me copyrighted. Yeah, either one of my own videos where there's no music or something fun. You know, I can start playing older YouTube videos of my family. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, before we go, I'm going to do two things. Oh, no, I have another show before Canada Day. I will do that. Never mind. You can see the hamster running around in my head. It's not very fast. It is not very fast. We are ending the poll. And for those of you that want to go to bed right away, I apologize because reverse elimination has won 60 to 40. So that is what we are doing. So let me get it ready. We are playing for 5 prizes, which I will put actually on the screen one more time. But then I'll put that up actually closer to the time we get there. So all of you are in there now. 44 names. I shuffle it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you do not want to see your name come up. This is elimination. So here are the prizes. 4 Gassy Jack Art prints, $50 Van Base, $25 to Van Base, $25 to Amazon, or a Zoom call with me. I will remind you once we get to the final 5. I've set the music to random pop music. So here we go. I hope that it shares audio properly. You do not want to see your name. Lisa L is the first one out. Katie is second. Let this be a lesson. I love you, Michael, but Michael was the one who said if he won the Zoom call, he was going to donate it to someone else. Well, you don't win anything, Michael. You know, I'm not actually a jerk. I'm just pretending to be one. Ian, good try, but I know you've won from me before, so I don't feel as bad. I still feel a little bit bad, though. Nice try, Mark, but I will, by the way, I'm sending out all the pool money and the pool email tomorrow. I'm sorry it's so late, but yes, I got you. You don't win this, but you do win second place in my confidence pool. Oh, look at Michael. It's okay. I never win anything anywhere anyways. Good try, Zhao. Appreciate your effort. One of the good guys, Skytrain Alfred. Sorry, Skytrain Alfred. Oh. Thanks. Good try, Edmund. Hansel. Hope you're doing well, brother. Oh, I hate it when it takes out a legend. Thank you, Brian. Good try. Bruce, there it is. No, Bruce, there it went. Good try, Bruce. Nice try, Liam Haynes, 5579. Liam Haynes. Good try, Liam. And as Irwin said, a lot of bangers in random. By the way, this was random pop, as you can see. Let's now go to random funk. Let's see what random funk sounds like. Here we go. Good try, Hugh. Thanks for entering. Dia Pabla. Thanks for trying. Owl Sniper. I'm not sure if I met you, Owl Sniper, but I see your name in here a lot. Thank you. Oh, Rabbi, sorry, but at least we spent a great 2 hours together tonight. Good try, Tyler. Good try. Sorry, it's not you. I can't pronounce this, but good try, XENZVCH. I realize there's only like 4 songs in funk, so I think we ought to go random. Let's go random. Oh, yeah, random hip hop. I can't believe I waited this long to try this. Random hip hop. Oh, my song. But apparently not Knuckleback's song. Good try, Knuckleback. Oh. Good try, Harry. We are already down to the top 25. Owen Lane eliminated. Good try. And yes, TLC was too busy bopping. Nice try, Antonia. Thanks for entering. Oh, same song. Oh, I hated seeing Carol and Shannon next to each other on the wheel with the wheel stopping there. Good try, Carol. Oh, thank you for playing, Roy. Nice try, Daniel Hammond, longtime supporter of the channel. Top 20 now. bot, Albot, AI bot, bot. Good try. By the way, as there are fewer people on the wheel, your space gets bigger, and therefore your name is getting bigger too. Nice try, Japan 4. Thanks for trying. No big fireworks for you. Good try, though. Let's go to a different type. Let's go random reggae and reggaeton. Evander Kane, 91. Good try. Nice try, Shannon. Sorry you didn't win. And yes, some of these do feel like WWE Def Rebel creations. Thank you, Swervin Irvin, for your support. Sorry you didn't win. We are down to the top 14. Mike with the donation. Thank you, Daniel. Won't play the video for the sake of time, but thank you for donating $2. I was expecting to be the first one out. Well, you made it pretty far, but thank you for the donation. Let's give Daniel some love in the chat. And sorry, Mike. Oh, my YouTube consultant all the way from overseas, James. Good try, James. Glad to see you. Top 12. SK93. We are down the top 11. And the voice actor, Maxell Wong, is out. Sorry, Maxell. We are down to the top 10. I am going to now make this random. Let's see how this goes. Random dance and techno. And then we are going to update the spin to 10 seconds. Here we go. Eliminate 5 more. Coach Rob is out. Good try. Yes, YouTube consultant. Long story short, yeah, he works for YouTube, and I've met him. He's come to some of my watch parties, and he's given me some good advice. Some that I follow, and some that I don't. Oh, nice try, Erwin.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Oh. Pastor Dan is out. Good try, Pastor Dan. 2 more eliminations left, and then we have guaranteed prizes. Joni Boy is out. So with this last elimination, we're going to have our top 5. I feel so bad. Jeremy is the reason. Well, not for this high five, for next week's high five. So I'll try and get him to stay longer. But Jeremy is the last one eliminated. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Congratulations, Sarah, Kenneth, Jay, Gerald, and Adrian. I'm going to have you each twice on the wheel. Now we have to go to my cinematic Strength of the Titans. Now we have to go to display because it's fine. Now we have to go do a 30-second spin. And then after the spin, it's got to be It's got to be congrats. And then it's got to be not the sad trombone, but loud applause. Okay, I think we got everything. Okay. Yes, I would hate to be Sarah's mouse right now. It's probably drenched in sweat. So remember, this is what you're playing for. In order. Now, you do want to see yourself picked because whoever gets picked first will have a choice between 4 Gassy Jack art prints, such as Grin Hughes. Ha 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 ha. I think that was Swervin Irvin who came up with that one. Frames not included. Or $50 to Van Base, $25 to Van Base, $25 to Amazon, or a Zoom call with me, which will be 30 minutes. I will not get offended if no one picks a Zoom call. I'll say that right now, and I only say it once. I'll probably say it a few more times just to protect my ego. And if that's the last thing left and person number 5 doesn't want that, I will sub that for a $25 Amazon card for you. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to leave that on the screen. You can still read the thing. Before we get going, I want to know who's still here. Sarah is still here. Good. Adrian, is anyone else still here from the final 5? Adrian, are you here? Gerald, are you here? Jay, are you here? And Kenneth, are you here? I'm just curious. I am just curious. Because if you're not here, and you win, you get the lesser prize remaining, if that makes sense. But I don't include the Zoom call. I rank that not as the least. Oh, good. Gerald's here. Jay's here. Awesome. I know Sarah's here. So I'm just wondering if Adrian and Kenneth are still here. Are Adrian and Kenneth still here? Kenneth is here too. Great. So just a matter of, is Adrian here? And I want to, Al says this, Oiler fan from Edmonton, Kane is a beast. You will love him. This was a dumb, wow. So I'm not sure. Okay. All 5 of you are here. Not sure if a lot of people share this opinion here, but Al from Edmonton, who we trust, says that we're going to love him here. Well, we appreciate that. Gerald, you can do a meal with me. I'm just not paying for it. I keep saying that. Here we go. Although I would love a meal with any of the 5 of you, I think we better keep it like this for now. Legit top 6 forward for 4th rounder. No, appreciate that, Al. Here we go. First one to win. All right, Jay, you get first dibs of what you would like, and I will not steer you any way. You get first dibs. 4 Gassy Jack art prints, $50 Van Base, $25 Van Base, $25 Amazon, or a 30-minute Zoom call with me. Can someone please? Actually, I can explain to Al. Al, I'm doing a giveaway. You see the prizes on the screen, and I'm doing this because of certain targets that we hit on my last stream. All right, Jay. Yeah, the prints get shipped to you. I will take care of the prints and the shipping. Is Jay still here? Is he thinking? He's raffling off the 5th. Is Jay still here? He's probably like picking something that's not the Zoom call, and he just doesn't have the heart to type it out. It's fine. I'm a big boy. I wouldn't even say that's the best value anyways. All right, Jay, you still here? Otherwise, I'm going to give you something. I'll give you 30 seconds. But welcome, Al. Nice to see you. Yeah, I do giveaways on the stream once in a while. Sometimes the chats don't go through. Maybe his internet cut out. All right, there we go. So Jay takes $50 to Van Base. So $50 Van Base is off. Congratulations, Jay. I will send it to you tomorrow to the email address that you provided. Here we go. Prize number 2. So congratulations, Adrian. I've updated the prize pool here, so there's no more $50 to van base. So now you have 4 Gassy Jack art prints, technically valued at $80, $25 to van base, $25 to Amazon, or a 30-minute Zoom call with me. Yeah, Adrian. So you can. That's what I would pick, to be honest with you. But if you quickly go to GassyJackArt.com, GassyJackArt.com. He does prints of hockey, of a lot of different sports. But here's a good look at them. So you don't get the frame, but they're 8.5 by 10 or 8 by 10 prints. I bought the frames from Amazon, and then they have a lot of Canucks. They have a lot of other sports, and they're $20 each. But we're going to provide them to you and ship them for free. So Adrian, sorry to put you on the spot, but I'll need your answer in about the next 30 seconds. It is an $80 value technically because they are $20 each. All right, Adrian takes the Gassy Jack art prints. I will contact you about how to set that up. But basically, go to GassyJackArt.com and then start poking around. Okay, so here we go. We are going to... So now there are 3 prizes left. There is a $20, $25 to van base, $25 to Amazon, or a Zoom call with me that defaults to $25 Amazon if no one wants it, and I would not be offended. Here we go. All right, Kenneth, it's now to you. You get to choose from either of those 3 things, 25 to van base, 25 to Amazon, or a Zoom call with me. Do not feel bad. What do we got? And by the way, who was it? Oh, yeah. I think Irvin said. What did Irvin? No, someone said something about JT Miller. And I wanted to make a point about that. Oh yeah, lots of people hated the JT Miller deal when it happened. Going to refer to that in a couple minutes in my story. Yes, Kenneth, you can take the Amazon for sure. Kenneth takes 25 Amazon. You know, Gerald, I may have a proposal. Well, let's just see what happens in the last spin. We might end up going out for dinner anyways. Because no one else would want it. So now the next spin is 25 to van base or a Zoom call with me. Fine. I just won't give away my time anymore. I totally knew this was going to happen. I just had a feeling. All right, Sarah, $25 van base or Zoom call with me. And I said that I would not get offended. I truly will not get offended. Irwin, seriously would take McDonald's or DQ with Clay. Sarah, OMG, may I get the 25? Of course you can. Of course. And I'll send it to the email address that you provided. Well, Gerald, you are the proud winner of a Zoom call with me. But because of your insistence, I will have my people talk to your people. And I think you know where this is going, and we will make something happen. Oh, you don't have to make me feel better, but Servant is so good. Yo, guys, I've had a few one-on-one Zooms with Clay, and he is solid. No, it's okay. I'm 100% not offended, especially if Zoom isn't someone's thing, and or talking to me for half an hour trapped is not their thing. The 30 minutes goes by so fast because talking to him is such a joy. You guys are so, Servant, you're so good to me, but this is good. Adrian, what's so funny? The fact that I got rejected 4 times? And yes, you won. That you and Gerald won, unless it's a sit down with Clay. Wait, is that you're saying that's worse or that's better? So thank you, everyone. I hope that was a lot of fun. I hope it was for you guys as well. To recap, Jay takes $50 van base. Adrian takes the Gas Jack Art Prints. Kenneth, $25 Amazon. Sarah, $25 to van base. Gerald, Zoom call with me, which could be upgraded. We'll see. And then I will contact all of you tomorrow about your prizes. So thanks for everyone. Thanks for entering, and thanks to everyone who's been donating and being so generous. And that's the reason why we do so many giveaways. The Zoom call is priceless. The call is priceless. You guys are the best. Okay, one quick story, and then I'll wrap up. And I told this story on Canucks After Dark, and who knows, it could be a premonition, an omen, or it could have nothing to do with anything. June 2019, my son Sean, my eldest son Sean's dry grad. He goes to his dinner dance. I go to the draft, which was held in Vancouver. I see the Vancouver Canucks pick Vasily Podkolzin, 10th overall. Stan Smil absolutely butchers Podkolzin's name. Podslovens, if you remember that. People are kind of shocked. People wanted other players, but we picked Podkolzin. I think Cole Caulfield was on people's minds. And now it's funny how come full circle exactly 6 years later, Podkolzin's now an Oiler and involved, connected to the trade that we made today. So that happened on Friday night. I witnessed the first round, Canucks picking Podkolzin. Then I went to an after draft party somewhere. And then I went to Hugh Boyd for my shift, where overnight I was like a blackjack dealer, a roulette guy, and I was basically running the fun casino, one of the dealers for the fun casino at Sean's aftergrad. They had a hypnotist. It was a lot of fun. And then that ended, and then I stayed to clean up. So basically I was there from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Go home, shower, and then Sean and I go to the second day of the draft in Vancouver. As we are driving down to the second day of the draft, they announced the JT Miller trade from the Rangers. And you guys might remember it involved like one of our goalies back in the day. It involved a bunch of pieces actually. So that was kind of cool that on the second day of the draft, they announced the JT Miller trade. JT Miller trade, Canucks, Rangers. Back in the day, it was not Rangers. What am I talking about? Was it Lightning? It's Lightning, not Rangers. And on that day, Miller was traded to us for the goalie was Marek Mazanek, a 2019 third round pick and a conditional 2020 first. So 3 assets for JT Miller. So this Friday, Kayla, so Jacob didn't have a grad, unfortunately, because of COVID. Kayla has her dinner dance. I, again, am volunteering at her after grad, the dry grad party. I, again, am serving as a dealer for blackjack and roulette. I, again, am signing up to clean up as well. So I'll get home at 6 or 7 a.m. And then instead of going to the draft, which isn't here this year, we'll be throwing Kayla a grad party. So all I'm saying, is there a chance that the stars align 6 years later and the Canucks make a massive, massive blockbuster deal on the morning of day 2 of the NHL draft. Is that going to happen? Could it be a premonition? It would be amazing if that was the case, but we shall see on Saturday morning. Yes, it was Tampa. Yes, it was Podslovens. And yes, we will see what happens this weekend. So tomorrow night is members only, but we have now 120 members that potentially could be part of those streams. Usually it's only about 20 or 30. And tomorrow for members, it will be open house. It'll be open house. So join me at 11 p.m. I'll post the link somewhere during the day, and then you guys can fight for your experience points. Really appreciate all you guys being here. I appreciate Gassy Jack Art participating in the giveaway tonight. And I appreciate all of you helping me get to the high 5. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change once again, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support. And thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well for your support. Always appreciate you guys and never take you for granted. And everyone else, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. On your way out, you can like the video, subscribe, and you can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Vancouver Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Louis, Weight Loss Coach, and GassyJackArt.com. And thank you to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. Swerve and Irvin, gifts of membership. Line Change, upgrades himself to legendary membership. Swerve and Irvin, a monthly membership message. Line Change a donation. Swerve and Irvin donation. Shannon, Charlie, and Coach Rob a donation. Brian Blingy Choi a donation. Jeremy buys himself a membership, which gets us to which got us to the high 5. Daniel, a $2 donation. And just in case we weren't sure, Gerald buys himself a franchise membership, realizing he's not a member, which is okay. He supports me in so many other ways. But now officially a member. Let's give Gerald some love in the chat as we give him this. Sorry, I just saw that he wanted the goalie video. So that gritty was for Daniel Hammond, who I didn't give a video to. So let's give this one to Gerald per request. Okay, I'm just going to play that for you one more time because it goes through twice. The second time, slow motion. Try and watch 3 things. Try and watch Jacob's filming in the back corner over my left shoulder. Try and watch the reaction of the guy behind me, the young guy who starts laughing. And try and watch the reaction of my own face when I realize I made a mistake. I know it's a lot to watch, but try it. Here we go. I could do a whole breakdown of that video one day. Maybe I will. So thank you, Gerald. And not to be out before we get out of here, we have Daniel coming in with gifting a membership, which is awesome. Daniel, what video do you want? Actually, I'll just give you one. I'll give you one that we haven't seen tonight. We have not seen my gecko dance. Thank you, Daniel, for the gift of franchise membership. And it goes to BC, our friend, our big LA Kings friend, fan friend. So welcome, BC, back to franchise membership. And thank you, Daniel, for your membership gift. Yeah, I guess if I'm running out of content ideas during the summer, I can do things like I can break down some of my donation clip. That's when you know I'm desperate, right? And then Erwin says, it looks like it's stop hammer time. Doom, 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 doom. The guy laughing looks like Parker with longer hair. I will show him, and I already know what Parker's going to say. No. You guys are more entertained than those green guys. No, I like those guys for sure. All right, guys, you guys are awesome. I'm awesome. We're all awesome. We will see if Evander Kane is awesome. Congratulations to Jay, Adrian, Kenneth, Sarah, and Gerald for winning prizes. I'll contact all of you tomorrow, and I hope to see you tomorrow night on my members live stream at 11 p.m. And finally, congratulations to Alfred. 975 experience points. First time that I've seen Irvin lose in a few weeks. Irvin comes in second. Line Chain comes in third. Adrian comes in fourth. And Simon rounds out the top 5. All right, friends. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow night for my members live stream. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I was debating which joke I was going to give you tonight. Okay, let's do this one. Do you know why ghosts are such bad liars? You can see right through them. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah!